Hi, welcome. Today we're going to talk about the decoy. What is that? Well, the decoy is a tactical motive where you give a piece and in exchange you will win the game. Yeah, it's something like that because your opponent will be forced to take your piece. So we have here one example, but before that, did you know that almost 87% of the viewers isn't subscribed? Why don't you like me? Please join me in this adventure and let's walk together and improve our chess level. So to do that, it's kind of easy and free. You just need to push the like button, subscribe, put your comments, and let's be happy. So here we have an example, and we are playing with the white pieces. So how can we win this position? Of course, if queen takes queen, the king will take back, and we don't win nothing because queen takes, king takes, bishop takes a pawn, but this isn't a big advantage. So the trick is to distract the king. So after bishop takes f7, this king cannot go to d7 because of the presence of the queen. So this move is mandatory. And after that, queen takes queen wins the game for white. It's a free queen, so this is very good. In the next example, we are playing with white too. And this, for me, it's more beautiful because in this position, white is threatening to give checkmate. So we will win this game with a checkmate. Can you see the checkmate? If you don't, please put on pause, think a little bit, and then you're going to see the answer. So the first move is just to give up the queen. Queen d8, it's a check. Yay, I'm happy. Yeah, it's a free queen, but it doesn't matter because you're going to give checkmate. So this king is forced to take. So after king takes, we're going to give check with the bishop, forcing this king to go or to c7 or to d8. After king d8, we have rook d8, checkmate. It's over. Bye-bye. Good game. And if this king goes to c7, we have another beautiful checkmate and rare too. So we are going to play bishop d8. Why is this checkmate? Because this square is being controlled by the bishop, and those two squares are being controlled by the rook. In the third example, we are playing with black. And here, this is trickier because of course, we will assume that the white player will fall in our trick. So the idea is just to play e4, and we are forking the queen and the knight. So of course, this is a free pawn. After queen takes pawn, bishop a3 gives check, and now we are going to win the queen because the rook is attacking her. So, of course, in this position, the move queen takes pawn can be prevented. For example, this queen can give check on f4. But black is better because here we can, of course, play king to a8, and after knight we just play bishop, and this is a superior position because we are winning by 1 point. And even if the queen takes the pawn on c6, we don't have any problems because the knight cannot go anywhere, and we have rook to f8 threatening checkmate. So this is very, very, very strong. So we've already seen the concept of the decoy, and we've already solved 3 exercises. Now we're going to see 10 games, 10 positions that have been played by famous players. So the first position has been played by Jinji Bai against Van Forest. Is very strong. And here the black as one, the position, so Jinchi Bai as one, and of course this game is old because Von Forest right now is 270 something, so this is from 2016, and here we want to solve the decoy playing with black. How can we decoy something here? How can we win? Well, the idea is very, very interesting because, okay, we cannot give checkmate, but we have the bishop attacking, and those pieces aren't very well placed. So here, because of the fact that this king isn't well protected, we will win material by playing rook takes bishop. After rook takes rook, this happened on the game, we have the idea of playing rook to d3. And the problem is that the king cannot go anywhere. And even if white plays knight to f3, here we will win material by taking the knight with the rook, and after rook takes, bishop takes, this is completely one endgame because we have one minor piece and the white player doesn't have nothing. So very, very interesting idea. We are taking the defender, and after that, because of the fact that this king is exposed, we will win the material back. So very, very interesting idea. In the next example, we are going to see a tactic that has been played by Sergei Fedorchuk against the enormous Wesley. So Fedorchuk was playing with the black pieces again, and this position, it's completely crazy because, well, this pawn is here, so it's an annoying pawn. But Fedorchuk has played a gigantic move because here he will find the move knight f3, and the idea is that, of course, I'm threatening to take something because I'm attacking the king and I'm attacking the rook. It's a fork. So after, for example, bishop takes knight, this hasn't been played. I will show you next what has been played. Here exists one beautiful idea. Can you find the idea? It's bishop e4. Bishop e4 gives check, attacks the bishop, and of course, if bishop goes here, this is completely won for black. I'm not going to tell you because I want you to find the move. Tell me on the comments. And here, for example, probably the best move could be king to f1, but after bishop takes, this game is finished. We cannot do nothing here. Yeah, we can play rook e7, but yeah, this is lost. On the game, after what happened, white has played king to f1, and after that, this continued with another beautiful decoy. Rook, after bishop d3, rook will play to h1. And now, of course, Wesley So has resigned because after bishop takes rook, rook g1, it's checkmate. So beautiful, beautiful game by Fedorchuk. So we've already seen two examples. Now we're going to see a very strong Brazilian player, Rafael Leitão, losing with a very strong Spanish player, Vallejo Pons. So Vallejo Pons was playing with white and Rafael Leitão with black. And here, Vallejo Pons will find a very interesting idea. So we are seeing always decoying, but with different ideas. Sometimes you can play to give checkmate. Other times you just have a little special advantage or one pawn. Sometimes you play for the positional advantages. And other times you just give tempos, for example. You want tempos. So here, Valero Pons has found the idea queen to queen to f7. Too strong. And of course, here, in my opinion, the move that Raphael Letton has done is necessary, because queen takes queen, I think, is the only move. Because if you play this, you're going to lose with checkmate. So here, queen takes first, and after pawn takes, the pawn is open. So I'm forking. So this king needs to take, and the game is completely won for white, because rook takes, king goes to f1, only square, because the knight is attacking this square. And after that, here, rook to e6, it's another decoy, because after rook takes, I win more material. Beautiful, not one decoy, but two decoys in the same game. So beautiful stuff. The next position, and we are regretting a little bit on the dates, has been played by Akopian. And well, his opponent has been world champion. So Akopian was playing with white, and with black we have Vladimir Kramnik, so very strong too. So Akopian will find a very nice idea in a very complicated game. So of course Kramnik is creating pressure on this bishop and even on this queen. But Akopian isn't afraid, because here the white player is completely won. How can you win this? Simple. You have a decoy. Rook to h7. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Because, well, right now, if he doesn't do nothing, I will take the bishop, because the rook and the knight are attacking the bishop. And if the king takes the rook, well, this king isn't very happy, because here we have a very strong move. Knight takes e7, blocking those two squares. And if the rook takes, oh, I cannot take, because the bishop is attacking the king. So here, this move is forced. And after that, this will finish on a checkmate, because, okay, here I have bishop h5. And okay, g4 is too strong, and I'm threatening to give checkmate again. Probably here this is necessary. Queen takes, knight takes, and okay, it's done. This is checkmate. So let's go for the possession. So here Kramnik has made a different move. Kramnik has played queen check, and after queen takes, knight takes, of course, rook takes bishop, and this game is completely won by Akopian. So this continued with king to f8, and after rook h1, it's over. This will finish on a checkmate. So a beautiful game by Akopian. He was very, very, very strong. So in the next game, we're going to analyze the position from a legend. He has been world champion for about 10 years. I'm talking about Magnus Carlsen. And his opponents, I don't know the name, it's LGS Gretarsson. It's the name. And Carlsen is playing with white, and Gretarsson is playing with black. So let's see. So here it's Carlsen to play. And what is the best move? And can we win material or give checkmate? The answer is we give checkmate. And the move is amazing. And it's so simple because you just need to play bishop g6. It's over. You resigned here. Because after rook takes bishop, you just play queen e7, giving checkmate. Carlsen, 10 years world champion. Great stuff. And this is a simple concept. And normally no one applies. I have difficulties applying this concept because normally I'm always lost. But well, continuing. It's time to see another legend. I'm talking about Anatoly Karpov. And in this game, he was playing a North American player from USA, is Gata Kamsky, very, very strong. And, well, Karpov was playing with black. And here, Karpov will find a very easy way of finishing the game. How can we decoy our opponents? So the idea is very simple. We want to give checkmate. And after rook takes bishop, we will distract this queen. Of course, here Kamsky has resigned because after queen takes rook, here we can give check with the queen on f3, and after king g1, bishop h3, there isn't any check available for white, and queen g2 will happen. So it's a forced mate. Karpov on those days was a beast, very, very, very strong. So we are almost done, and the next position you will want to see until the end, because the last one will be for candidate master or international master, because is an old position, has been played on the chessboard, and for me it's very complicated to find. So the next position has been played by Oleg Korniev, and his opponent is named Yuri Pishkov. Sorry for the accent. So Korniev is playing with white. And how can we win this position? The idea that Korniev has found is completely amazing, because serious, I wouldn't play this move. He has found a way to decoy his opponents. And the idea, for me, this is the idea for a 2-2-0 player or more. A feed master probably, at least, because here he will play knight f5. My god, this is a free knight. But the idea is quite simple. Right now, the white player is threatening to give checkmate because both knights are blocking the squares to the king. And okay, he can take with the rook and he can take with the pawn. In the game, he has taken with the rook. And after that, knight takes e6, gives check, and wins back the rook, winning material. But the problem is that this is very strong, because you will not win just one pawn. The king is unprotected, and after that, knight takes, queen takes, and rook e1 finishes the game, because after king to d1, we have a simple move. Here, Pishkov has resigned, but the move queen e6 finishes with everything. And probably you're thinking right now, okay, nice, but what about pawn takes? Yeah, I think about that too. If pawn takes, here exists queen h8, And after that, of course, this square is controlled by the knight. So this king needs to go to e7. And this is violent because now we have queen check. Of course, if bishop goes to f7, we have rook check, giving a very strong check, because after that we take a free rook and the game is won. We are winning by 1 point, but the problem is that we will win more material and this king it's too exposed. So very nice stuff. Knight f5 is completely, it's beautiful to find this kind of ideas on a chess game. And if you've already found similar ideas, don't forget, put on the comments, because I would like to see the positions, and I want to improve with you. If you're a strong player and with a high level, I want to improve with you. So we have 3 more positions to see. The last one, it's very complicated. So if you're a strong player, you will want to see until the end. So the next position has been played by a strong woman that we analyzed here on the channel. Of course, I'm talking about the greatest female player of all time, Judith Polgar, and his opponent was named Atanash Kolev. So Judith Polgar is playing with black in this game, and she will find a very simple idea, and I'm certain right now you will find the move, because now you know what is the decoy. So what is the move? Is black to play, and we want to force our opponent to take our piece, and after that we will win the game, or with a checkmate or winning material. This is a position where we can give checkmate, and the idea is very nice. Rook a1, check. After bishop takes rook, he has a very simple queen a3. It's over. The game is over, because what can he do? If, for example, bishop goes here, this is a checkmate. And even if, of course, if he plays this kind of stuff, this isn't pretty too. But yeah, this is mating too. So because takes and knight is controlling the 2 squares, and if even if this king goes on this direction, it's the same, because first we play knight b4, and after king goes to b1, this capture will give checkmate. So too strong, Judith Polgar. Judith Polgar was a brilliant tactical player. We've seen the game she has made with Magnus after her retirement. So a great attacking player. So in the next position, we have Garry Kasparov winning Walter Sean Braun. So Kasparov, another brilliant attacking player, has seen a simple idea too that wins the game. So it's white to play. How can we decoy Braun? So the idea is very simple. You just play bishop h7. It's mandatory to take, because if you play king to f8, this is checkmate. So this is the only move. And after that, queen takes bishop, finishes the game, because this will finish not on a checkmate, but at least we will win the queen. So this is enough to win the game. So very simple stuff, but normally most players fail this kind of moves. And are you seeing the same as I? The decoy is a simple concept. Now we just need to apply this concept in our games. So if you're a very strong player and you've been waiting for this moment, this is for you. This position It's very, very complicated. And yes, this happens on an official game. This has been played at 1948. And I'm talking about a player that is a legend. He has an opening with his name. So Nicolas Rossolimo is playing with white. And with black, we have Ivan Romanenko. I haven't found his photo, but okay. So this is brilliant. How can you decoy your opponents? This is brilliant. So first, very simple. Knight d6. This is with the commentary because, yeah, you need to see. This is brilliant. This is very, very, very strong. And after that, okay, this king can go here, but this hasn't been played. But even if his opponent has played this move, knight e4, and you're playing a superior position. But okay, pawn has taken. And after that, okay, pawn takes could be a move, is superior, but bishop g5 is stronger because I'm threatening to take the queen. So the queen will go to a5, and after that, okay, pawn takes. Do you know what is the name of the move bishop g5? We've already talked about that. Zug. It's on the channel. So continuing, queen to a5, pawn takes is check. And after that, he needs to take decisions. So if he plays knight, of course, rook takes. It's very bad for black. If this isn't possible because the bishop is attacking this square, so this is probably the best move. So after king to f8, now the white player will do that. It's a free rook. And of course, this king cannot go elsewhere. So yeah, this is necessary. King takes rook. And right now, Rossolimo is losing by 7 points on material because the position is completely won. So this continued with queen check. And of course, this isn't available. Those aren't available. So he needs to play king to f8. And after that, another decoy. Brilliant stuff. Because, of course, if the knight takes, we have queen takes, and after king to g, how can we win this possession? We are losing by 7 points, but this, it doesn't matter because we have knight g5, threatening to give checkmate on this square, and this queen cannot defend the pawn on f7. So this will finish on a checkmate. For example, queen goes here, rook takes, and it's over. So the other idea is just to play king to e8. But after that, we have another decoy. Genius. Because right now, if this king goes to f8, this game is completely won for white because, okay, we can just take the queen and the game is won. So, of course, I cannot take with the queen because my queen is attacking the king on e8. So, king takes bishop. It's forced. And now, this game finishes with a checkmate on 4. Of course, here, Rossolimo has played knight g5, and his opponent has resigned. But we need to see the checkmate because it's beautiful. So after that, for example, let's see h. If h happened, of course, knight takes f7 is checkmate. Oh, what is the alternative? Yeah, you don't have a lot of alternatives. This probably is an alternative, but yeah, this will finish the game always on a checkmate because the queen isn't doing nothing on this position. So after queen takes, okay, this can be a move, or maybe this just to give check. But after rook takes, I'm threatening this checkmate, and even if this happens, this is a checkmate. So you need to see this again. So, oh, sorry, I'm going to put on the correct position. So the first move is this one, decoy. This is the intermetal. And then check, another decoy, 2. Check, check, 3 decoys. And now knight g5, and the game, it's over. Brilliant stuff. Rossolimo was too strong. Very, very, very strong player. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, we put videos every day. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's be friends. And I hope tomorrow to count with you here on this channel at the same hour. Till tomorrow, bye bye, have a good night.